Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lesson 24, our exit ticket review. And I have to say, we did really well with these word problems. I'm always a little hesitant when it comes to the word problems because either we forget a label or we forget the sentence or we might not make a model. I think overall, we did a really nice job with them. So let's take a look at 4 fellow geniuses and their wonderful work. So as we first start, we have Mikayla's. And I liked Mikayla's as we're trying to move through here. Okay. Doesn't want to scroll down for us. Maybe we can kind of squeeze it in here. There we go. Here is Mikayla's work. And it was very simply knowing that this is a multiplication problem. I know how I'm going to infer rather, that she knew that it was multiplying because of the word of. And there's that hint word in the word problem. So as we multiply a fraction times a whole number, or a whole number times a fraction, Remember, it doesn't matter what order. Right? We can certainly say 20 times 1 fraction line, which means divide, by 8. And giving us 28 eighths, which is great. She then turned it into 2. I know when I enlarged it, a little hard to see. 2 and 4 eighths she had. And then she took it and put it into her sentence. Here's her label. And she put it into a decimal point, as in 2 and 5/10. We know 4 is half of 8, so giving us 5/10. Awesome work, Mikayla. Very, very nice. Our other fellow genius is Kelvin. And Kelvin's here, and not only created a model, which we could label here, the whole thing is 20 milliliters, but he divided it into 8 parts and labeled it here, which is awesome to see as well. And he knew that it was going to be 20 divided by 8. Now, instead of going ahead and making it a fraction or a mixed number as Mikayla did, he went over here and just divided, right? Making sure that 20 goes underneath the house in the standard algorithm. And as he divided, came out with 2 and 5/10. Again, he put it into a sentence with a label. And not only did he solve it this way here, but he also did a check. Now, 4 eighths times 2.5. I'm not quite sure if that would. Oh, I see. 8 times 2.5. Whoa, Mr. Phillip. We might say 2 and 5/10. We'll times it by 10 to give us, off the page, 25. And 25 times 8, giving us 40. Now I see that 4 there, Kelvin. Right? You were just crossing it out. It may be there. And 16 plus 4 gives us 20. We need divide by 10 since we multiplied it over here. Right? So it's getting smaller by 1 place value, giving us 20. It checks. So I love, Kelvin, that you went and checked that out. Very nice work. So I certainly greet or congratulate those 2 fellow geniuses if you so choose through your Google Classroom comments. Now to our problems, our homework pages rather. We are going to focus on Leah's work, and I really liked Leah's work here. Right? She followed along with Mr. H by creating the models, right? And she knew of means multiplying. I see it right there. So she did 4 times 60 divided by 8. And not only did she do that, she knew that 60, she could do 60 divided by 5. Well, that's a 5. And so she was able to divide that to get 12. I thought that was awesome. So 4 times 12 is going to give us 48. Okay? So this whole model is going to be 48. Now, many of you wrote 48, but Leah went above and beyond. Well, I shouldn't even say above and beyond. She just knew that you needed to add the with glasses and without for the find the total. And as she did that down at the bottom, she has her total of 108 and she has her label. Right? Awesome work, Aaliyah. Very nice job. And our last one for today is from Jeriel. A little blurry as I kind of blew it up to see it a little easier. But again, he has his model. He also knew that it was multiplying, right? And he did the same thing. Right? He came up with the 12 after 60 divided by 5 to give him 48 as well. Off to the side, he added those, found the sum, and there's his answer, 108 students. Very nice work, both Jeriel and Aaliyah. Overall, I'm as I mentioned earlier, very impressed with your work. Keep it up, and I would like to make sure that I can get everyone at one point into these exit ticket reviews. If you have a question about what I wrote in as your feedback in Google Classroom, or you have a question on one of your fellow geniuses, reach out in class comment or reach to me as private comment. Okay? Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.